3.2 grams of calcium chloride, that's the product there, is obtained from 4.6 grams of HCl. So that's your reactant. What is the percentage yield? So the percentage yield formula is a really simple one. It's just the amount obtained in the experiment. Now notice I'm using really vague language there. The amount could be in grams, kilograms, moles, centimeter cubed, anything. It's just the amount obtained divided by the amount you should have obtained. In other words, the theoretical amount, how much you should have got, and then multiplied by 100 to turn it into a percentage. So the theoretical amount is the amount of product you would obtain in an experiment in a perfect situation, an ideal world where everything goes right. There is no impurities in the reactant. There are no losses of product in the purification process, but everyday experience says that never happens. It's rare that you get 100% yield. So the amount you obtain is always usually less than the theoretical amount. And that's what we're trying to work out. What is that as a percentage? So before we can carry out this question, we need the theoretical amount. So how much calcium chloride should be obtained from 4.6 grams of hydrochloric acid? So let's work that out. So number one, using the 3-point process, it says circle the two things discussed in the question and work out the moles of the reactant. So the two things that it's talking about is the hydrochloric acid and the calcium chloride. Remember, we're trying to work out, so I've just boxed the two things that we need. We're trying to work out the theoretical mass of this. That's our question mark. And we have to start with the moles of the reactant to see what that would generate. So moles equals mass over RFM, relative formula mass. The mass is 4.6 grams of HCl and its RFM is 1 plus 35.5. 1 for hydrogen, 35.5 for chlorine. So 4.6 divided by 36.5 gives me an answer of 0.12602 so on moles. Step 2. Now that we have the moles of the reactant required, compare the molar ratio between the two species that we've circled. So the molar ratio of HCl to calcium chloride is 2:1. Now what does that mean? It means 2 molecules of HCl will generate 1 molecule of CaCl2. So therefore, the moles of CaCl2 is simply found by dividing the previous answer by 2. So I'm going to divide that answer by 2 equals, notice I'm just taking the full number off the calculator. I'm not rounding up, and that's really important, not just in chemistry, physics, maths, anything involving quantitative work. Answer button your workings all the way through. So what I mean by answer button is just use the full number on the calculator and then round up at the end. Okay, it's really important you do that because it can really change your final answer if you round up too early. Number 3, now that we have the moles of product, we can work out what we need, which is the theoretical mass. So rearranging the formula, mass equals moles times RFM. Moles is 0.063013 times the RFM of calcium chloride, which is 40 plus 35.5 times 2, gives me an answer of, so approximately, 7 grams. That number there, if I just use a different color to emphasize it, that is the theoretical mass. So that's how much we should be getting, but we don't. We get this amount, 3.2 grams instead. So that's the amount obtained from the experiment. So the amount obtained is also referred to as the experimental amount. So then the final step is to simply work out the percentage yield. So the percentage yield is the mass obtained in the experiment, which is 3.2, divided by the theoretical mass, which is 7, multiplied by 100, gives us, so 45.8%. So if you've got any questions or you need any help with this process, please comment down below and I'll get back and help you. If you found any value, like and subscribe. Please check out all the other videos I produced. They will be helpful for you in your studies. And thanks for watching.